Good morning, Churchill. You're watching WCTV, and I'm Jack Banis. And wait, where's Bria?
I'm right here, Jack.
Where?
Oh, sorry. I'm right here, Jack. I'm a ghost.
What?
Because it's Halloween. I'm a ghost.
That's probably gonna look really weird.
Anyways, I'm Bria, and you're watching our WCTV Halloween special. Jack, wake up. We still have a show to do.
But how are you a ghost?
It's my costume this year.
But you're invisible.
There's no time for questions, Jack. We've got a show to do.
You're right. First up, we have a long-awaited segment. We have Adrian with Tech Talk.
Welcome to Tech Talk. This is Adrian. Hello, Chargers. Welcome to the first episode of Tech Talk. I know what you are thinking. Where is Paul? Paul has decided to retire from WCTV to become a full-time Major League Halo player. He's been training for quite a while, and we're all rooting for him on WCTV. Today on Tech Talk, we're going to be talking about the new iPhone. It has no home button except for the ringer and the volume. I'm not lying, I'm kind of getting tired of the iPhones. I can't even remember the differences between the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different iPhones that they come out with every year. But what I know is the major difference is the $1,000 price tag. Like, seriously guys, I'm not trying to tell y'all to go buy an Android or Samsung or something, but if you've bought an iPhone like 2 years ago, please don't spend $1,000 on a literal metal rectangle. There's so many other things you could buy with $1,000. Like, for example, a MacBook Pro, which I can't even begin with the amount of bang you get for your buck when it comes to Apple computers. Or you could pay for a year of Harvard tuition if you were to time travel back to 1957. Or you could pay for 2 years of data on your phone so that way you can do the things you already can do on your personal device you already own. Or, even better, you could pay for 5 months of food based on lifehacker.com. Oh, those dang malicious life hackers. Anyways, if you do plan on buying an iPhone X, please just buy a case and a warranty so you don't break it and end up buying an iPhone Y or something later. Spend it on something a little better than something you'll rebuy in a year or so. Sadly, that's all the time I have for y'all today. Make sure y'all tune in next time on Tech Talk. See you later, Chargers.
Wait, so like, are you dead? Like, how does this thing work?
Jack, I really think you should be focusing on the show right now.
Yeah, but like, this is wrong. I don't like this.
Well, while Jack thinks about that, let's check out something really spooky. A ghost tour of downtown San Antonio with Jacob.
What's up, WCTV? We're out here downtown San Antonio, as you can see. And we are the WC Ghost Adventures crew. This is
Summer. Kirby.
And we got Jacob, our cameraman over here.
Hey!
And you see this beautiful hotel over here? It's called the Minger Hotel. Has some pretty spooky history. We're about to go investigate. Let's go. One of the employees at the Minger Hotel gave us a tour of the hotel and a brief history about the hotel. But before that, she gave us a brief history about herself. She has supposedly been dead 3 times, saw her dead father at the plaza, talked to her dead father, and that's why she has good connections with the spirits at the hotel, because they think she's still dead. As we continue the tour, one of the main ghosts that haunts the hotel today is Sally White. She was an African-American chambermaid that will go around the hotel asking guests if they need any help or if they want any towels. Sadly, she was murdered by her husband. As the tour guide was taking us around the hotel, The first spot we stopped at was this picture, which was taken back in 1855. Now, if you look closely, you can see a lady, a gentleman smoking in the background, and a bartender. Those are supposedly the ghosts of the Meager Hotel.
Near the stairs are where Sally White was initially stabbed by her husband. There's a mirror, and hotel guests have taken pictures of this mirror and claimed to have seen a child in it where hiding behind a pillar. So I personally went inside the banquet room, and I noticed immediately that it was a lot colder than any other room I have actually been into. And I'm talking about the main lobby, the old lobby, the ballroom, and everything. This room was just cold, and I don't know for sure, but I may have seen something with my eyes behind me, but I did not catch it on camera.
No, look, I already told you, she's a ghost. No, listen, you asked me what my emergency was, and I'm telling you, there's a dead girl right next to me.
Jack, if you don't sit down and do this segment with me right now, I'm gonna haunt you.
Wait, can you really do that?
Just please enter the next segment so you don't have to find out.
Okay, next up, we have a great interview with one of Churchill's best educators. Here's our teacher feature.
Good morning, Churchill. We're here with the Tracy Lowe's. So you were just chosen for the STAT High School Science Teacher of the Year. So where were you, and what was your first reaction when you got the news?
I was in my house, and I had missed the call, so I called the lady back, and she told me, and I was like, hang on. And so I told my husband, I'm like, babe, I won. And so it was really cool.
Obviously, they know why they chose you for the award, but why do you think you won the award?
When I was nominated by my awesome dean, Miss Rodriguez, the application required 10 essays worth of writing, and I'm super verbose when I write, and I say too much, and so they probably didn't want to read through it all. But I hope my love for kids came through, and I think that's why I was chosen.
So we know you have to go to Houston to accept your award. So what are you most excited/nervous for about going to Houston and getting your award?
So at Houston, it'll be the CAST conference, which is the Science Teachers Association of Texas conference. And so when you go to this thing, you go to sessions and learn from other teachers around the state about different teaching practices for different fields. And so I've been to a national one before, the National Science Teachers Association conference a couple of times. So I picture this to be a lot like that. What's cool about this one is that my family is going to go with me and watch me accept the award. So I'm excited about that.
And for our seniors watching, do you have any advice for the graduating class of 2018?
I sure do. Number one, I would say don't compare your walk to other people's walk. Don't compare yourself to others. You do what makes you happy and work hard at whatever that is that you choose, whether it's college or a career or the military, whatever you choose. If something is worth doing, it's worth doing right. So do that something well and do it in a way that's really kind to others.
All right, Churchill, that's all the time we have left. I'm Colton, this is Alex, and this is the Miss Lowe's, and this has been Teacher Feature.
Wait, next? I don't really like him. His voice sounds weird.
Yeah, he's always like really. That was a great segment. Good job with that interview.
So, Jack, seen any good movies this week?
Nah.
Well, lucky for you, our segment next is This Month in Movies with Tyler. Let's check it out.
Blade Runner 2049, really great. Most people aren't going to get much out of it, but that's fine. Just like the original Blade Runner, it is gorgeous, elegant, well acted, stark, and really, really, really boring. This movie is 3 hours long and most people aren't going to get much out of it, other than maybe a good nap. And if you're going to watch it, try to sit as far in the back as possible. Ryan Gosling's left eye is starting to get droopier and droopier as it gets older, and you might find it a little distracting like I did. And by the way, let me just mention this now. Roger Deakins is the cinematographer for this movie, and if you don't know what a cinematographer is, this is what it is, and this is what he's done in his career. After watching this movie, I've decided that he is the best of all time. And if you disagree, I will debate you for his honor. You can contact me at this Gmail account. This is not a joke. Contact me if you disagree. I'll just leave this here for the rest of the segment. 8 out of 10. Next movie. Before I move on to the next review, I'd like to quickly cover some other movies I saw this month. Only the Brave was pretty good. Go see it with your dad or maybe a grandpa. If you don't have any old man will work. Just like find one off the street and go with him. 7 out of 10. Flatliners. I went to see this movie. I sat down, I was watching it, and I noticed it was not very good. And then we got to this line.
Did you see a white light? It was more like pure energy.
And I decided I wanted some candy corn. So I went out to the lobby, but they didn't have any candy corn. So I went to my car, got in it, started it, drove down the street to a gas station. But they didn't have any either. So I settled on some 7-Eleven brand candy because it was a 2 for $2 deal. I wasn't happy to be sans candy corn, but it was better than watching this movie. So I got my snacks, started my car again, and went back to the theater. I hid my treats. And I was on my way. And when I got back, it turns out I hadn't missed much. I was greatly dissatisfied with my 7-Eleven candy. Would not recommend it. Anyways, the movie was also very, very bad, and it's not worth talking about. 3 out of 10. Geostorm. Now, I've been excited for this movie for a while. Apparently, this movie was so broken that Warner Brothers decided they needed to delay its release by 19 months, so they had time to fix it. And let me tell you, whatever they did, it did not work. This movie is awful, but I loved every second of it. The movie mainly consists of Jerry Butler doing his best impression of a sober man, looking at big screens, making real dumb faces, and arguing with a terrible American accent. We're not gonna fix Dutch Boy if we don't start working on it right now. While Jim Sturgis is out of breath in a suit. And by the way, look at that haircut. How much is this guy worth? Yeah, alright. You can afford a barber, dude. You don't need to cut your own hair. Because let me tell you, you are missing the back. And trim up those sideburns. A haircut this bad means that the producers of the movie came up to him and offered him a haircut, but he was like, no, I think it looks good this way. You're not famous enough to be that crazy. I would personally give you a haircut for free. I will pay for my own plane ticket, cut your hair, and then fly back. If you're seeing this, Jim, and you're interested, you know where to reach me. Goodbye.
Wow, that was a great segment.
Man, it reminds me of one of my many hidden talents that I have.
Reviewing movies?
No, introducing segments. Now let's watch an all-new Halloween episode of Hidden Talents with Paola.
Hey Churchill, so today on Hidden Talents I have Junior Crystal Gomez. So what do you do, Crystal?
I do makeup and I want to become a YouTube
star.
When I get older.
How long have you been doing makeup?
I've been doing makeup for 6 years, since 6th grade. I started because this girl named Mari, she had some black eyeliner and I thought I was I want to be like her.
How much do you practice makeup? And how do you know what look you want to do?
I get inspiration from other people, or I look at things like a Twinkie or a tree or a flower, and I think the color inspo, I'm gonna put that on my face.
So, what is your go-to look?
Thick eyeliner, bold brows, bold lip, and bomb highlighter.
I don't know how to do makeup at all. That's why I never wear makeup, because I don't know how to do it. So, she's gonna do makeup on me, but because it's spooky season, she's gonna do a makeup look based on the movie It. And I have to go wash this off my face. I'm gonna be late to class. Sorry. Alright, thank you. Bye.
That makeup was scary good.
And speaking of scary good, next up we have our sports teams highlights with Mateo and Albert.
What's up, Churchill? I'm Mateo Romero.
And I'm Albert Perez.
And this is WC Sports. This week, Churchill football stands at a 4-4 record with the 5th spot in district. Tomorrow night, we play against Roosevelt at 7 at Blossom, so go out and support.
The volleyball girls are 3rd in district with a 27-13 record. and they're fighting for second place against Johnson at 6 o'clock at Blossom. So go out and show your support.
The girls' swim team defeated Clark 182 to 101 and lost to Johnson 171 to 115.
Okay, that's good. The boys defeated Clark 227 to 50, and they defeated Johnson as well 206 to 78. Good job. So what else is going on?
Well, I actually interviewed some athletes this week, including the tennis players and some of the football players and the volleyball girls. What's up, Church Show? I'm with Lourdes Gomez, Maddie Groff, and Coach Bostic. So, Lourdes, you were a freshman on varsity last year. How was that?
It was really fun. It was kind of nerve-wracking to play with people older than I was that had more experience than I did, but I think it was just a really good time, and I really enjoyed it.
Well, that's cool. You're getting used to it for sure. Okay, Maddie, what was your favorite part of the season so far?
Probably my favorite part was when we won first place at the Smith and Valley tournament in our preseason. That was a good one.
Okay, cool. Okay, Coach, what's the deal tonight?
Well, right now we're second in district. It'll depend on the Madison versus Johnson game. If Johnson wins, then we're going to be tied with them for second. So tonight, Friday, we are playing a playoff game to see who actually gets second in district.
Okay, cool. So I didn't really understand any of that. But good luck to all of you guys. All right, we're out. Something like that. All right, that was good. That was actually really good.
What's up, Churchill? I'm here with Jace Wild, Shaheem Shaw, and Avery Wren, varsity tennis players. So, Jace, how was the fall season?
It was pretty good. We ended up third in district. Worked hard, but now we're just preparing for the spring season. Hopefully, we can get some better results and work even harder.
All right, good deal, good deal. All right, Shaheem, how's it going for you?
Everything's going great. Pretty excited about this season. Playing a lot of tennis and always working hard.
That's a good deal. All right, Avery, what are y'all doing to prepare?
We're just in off season right now, so it's a lot of conditioning, trying to come back stronger next season, hopefully have some even better results and just have a good season.
So y'all ready to represent Churchill in tennis?
Oh yeah, ready.
All right, good deal. All right, we're out, Churchill.
Happy Halloween.
What is up, Churchill? We're here with Jet Collins, Seth Reese, and Adam Efron. All right, Adam, we realized this week y'all took a tough loss against Madison. What are y'all doing to bounce back for tomorrow night's game against Roosevelt?
Well, we had a good week of preparation, and tomorrow night we just need to start fast and finish everything.
For sure, for sure. All right, Seth, what has, in the wins that y'all do have, what's been the driving force in those games?
I think our defense really plays lights out. When we come together, it's really scary for the other team. And like games like Warren, when it was 21-14 and we only allowed 14 points, I think that's why we won that game, honestly.
You know, they say defense wins championships. All right, Jet, before a game day, what's been your favorite day of the week?
Definitely Tuesdays, because you get to hit people pretty hard and just have fun, fly around.
Yes, sir. All right. So in the whole season so far, what's been y'all's favorite play, or what's been the best play?
Probably the O'Connor game when Malik caught that ball on that cross route and juked out a few guys and made like it.
That was probably the best play.
You dig that.
All right, guys. Catch a dub tomorrow for sure. All right, we're out.
Happy Halloween.
Good job on those interviews, Mateo.
Thanks, Albert. And for you Spurs fans, we're sitting at a 4-0 record. We just beat the Heat 2 nights ago, and now tonight we're going to Orlando to face the Magic.
And now, the World Series. The Astros came back and tied it. Now they are 1-1 with the Los Angeles Dodgers.
This has been WC Sports.
And we'll see you next time.
Make sure you go out and support our shows tonight for $7 in the Black Box Theater.
Thank you guys so much for having a great Red Ribbon Week. Make sure you stay drug-free and have a great weekend. See you guys in 3 weeks.